Hey guys, welcome to practice. This week we're up to practice 31 gratitude rituals in my book, 100 Mindfulness Meditations. If you're following along at home, it's page 73. So gratitude is a really wonderful energy to start bringing into your life if it's not already present. And there's been loads of great research about this recently. So from a scientific perspective, when we bring more gratitude into our life, all sorts of fantastic things happen. So it's great for our physiology, it's great for our immunity, all sorts of things that you wouldn't think of are actually really supported by bringing our mind and our awareness to the things that we appreciate in our lives and trying to overcome the tendency of the human mind, which is normal, to look for negativity, to look for things which cause us problems, to chew on things which are feeling uncomfortable or dangerous in our lives. So in this practice, I offer a few different ways in which you can start doing this. And the simplest one you've probably heard of is to do a gratitude journal. So gratitude journal, have a little notebook, and at the end of the day, just jot down 3 things that you're grateful for. There's all sorts of little apps you can get as well, which are great for this as well. So just search for gratitude apps online and you'll find loads of them. And this actually allows you to start orienting your mind, not just in that little practice time at the end of the day, but throughout the day, because you know you're going to do it later on. You start looking for things to be grateful for. And whilst at the very beginning of the practice, it can be quite tricky to think, okay, maybe it's been a tough day or things are going wrong or whatever, but it can be tough to find 3 things to be grateful for. As you go on with the practice, 3 is generally not enough. There's so many things that you start to notice, little moments in the day that you otherwise would just gloss over, which you really want to record. So that's the easiest one, and that's the one that most of the scientific research has been done on. So just this practice of writing 3 things a day that you're grateful for. Another one that I quite like is to use a gratitude stone. So just find a pebble, could be from anywhere, or if you prefer, you might like a gemstone, and just carry it in your pocket. And each time something happens in your day that you have the sense of gratitude and appreciation, just touch in with a stone. Really simple practice, but it's quite a nice reminder that's going to be with you physically during the day, that there's something that you can touch in with, which actually is kind of like a symbol of your gratitude. You're going to carry it around with you. At the end of the day, you take it out of your pocket and put it beside the bed or wherever you want to, and you pick it up the next day. So you're kind of always carrying your gratitude with you. And it's that physical sense of, oh, I'm just touching in with this. Nobody needs to know that you're doing that. You could keep it in your bag or where else if you don't have pockets. But another way of bringing gratitude and just kind of interspersing it throughout your day. Giving the mind this idea that actually we're looking for things to be grateful and happy and joyful about, to appreciate, rather than just to go with the automatic pilot, which is to look for things which are dangerous, problems, going to cause issues and challenges in our lives. So that's another one you can do. The third one that I suggest in the book is called Gratitude in the Mail. And it's just at a time of your choosing, maybe once a week, maybe once a month. Set aside a little bit of time to send an email or a physical letter if you prefer, it could be a postcard, to someone that you want to thank for something that they did. Now, again, this is a practice for you because as you're reflecting on something that someone's done for you that you're grateful for, which could have happened in the last week or month, or could be something that happened a long time ago that you never got to thank that person, could be a teacher from school, could be someone that actually you're reflecting on now and thinking, wow, that was a really important person in my life. And just to spend the time for yourself, just reflecting on what was it about that person, what did they do for you? What was the impact on you and why do you feel like you'd like to thank them at this point? And reflect that in either an email or a letter and send it off to them. Really nice practice to do, and again it's just a habit that we can get into, and you'll find yourself thanking people more during your day. And obviously it's a really lovely thing to be on the other side of that, to receive the gratitude of someone else. So our mindfulness practice is not just for us, it's the ripples that go out beyond us. So this idea of spreading our practice, connecting, this idea of relationship and community within our practice, which is a nice one too. And then the fourth one I've called advanced gratitude. And this is where it gets slightly trickier, because it is relatively easy to bring grateful awareness and appreciation to the things in our life that are good, that are great, that make us feel happy and joyful. It's more difficult to look at the situations in our life or circumstances that are maybe really tough and challenging, and also find something to appreciate about those. So this is a slightly more advanced practice. For me, I always think of the quote from Rumi, 13th century Sufi mystic, who said, "Live life as if everything is rigged in your favor," which means approaching all of the circumstances of your life as if they're happening for you, not to you. And this means that the mindset is, for everything that occurs in my life, even though I would normally maybe say, oh, that's in the yes please box and that's in the no thank you box, but to look at all of those and think, well, what's in it for me here? What's my learning here? How am I growing with this experience? And sometimes the appreciation, the sense of gratitude can be difficult to start to bring to those types of things. For very difficult things, the gratitude might be because that situation has passed. If you're going through something at the moment, the gratitude might be a sense of knowing that you can handle it, even though it's tough. You're grateful that you have the inner resources to deal with what's going on. It might simply be that. Or it might be a sense of, I think we have a sense as people that there is too much sweetness in a way, and that can also be a poison. So, if all we eat is sugary foods that taste fantastic and feel great, after a while we're going to feel sick. It's the same as our human experiences. If everything was bliss and pure and beautiful and wonderful, we wouldn't really have much of a learning edge to grow with. And so our experience of these human lives that we're leading are that there are challenges, there are issues, we have our vulnerability, tragedy comes along, we have sickness, we have all sorts of other things. And these provide us with these learning edges. Our challenges which help us to grow, to evolve, to find new resources inside of ourselves, to become more of who we were meant to be, and so on. So sometimes there's this element of, can I bring my sense of gratitude to something in my life that is difficult, that wouldn't be kind of in my top 3 things that I'm really thankful for today? But is there a way of approaching the other circumstances in my life with some of that attitude, and just allow that to be difficult or easy, to come and grow, to evolve as it does? So I'm really interested to see how this goes for you. Let me know in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.